the way that we met is we were doing a comedy show. He emailed me. He was like, hey, do you want to write? I was like, yeah, sure. Like, is it okay if you come to my apartment?
Yeah.
Because I felt safe enough to do that. There's a paper trail, you know, so he was like, yeah, sure. And he showed up to my apartment with strangers and sat on my couch and we wrote a sketch and he left. And literally when he left, I said out loud to myself in my apartment out loud, I said, did I just meet my husband? I said that. I swear to God, I said that.
Whoa.
Oh my God. You just know.
I just knew.
Wow.
And then 7 years later. So he's reading his vows and we're like sitting in bed and we have our coffee. And I was like, oh my God, I'm like so nervous to say my vows to you. I was so nervous. We're like in our pajamas. And the first line of his vows is, what was it? Like, in the summer of 2018, I knocked on a stranger's door and my wife opened it.
Stop.
Cute.
Hello?
I would cry.
I did.
Party God, party God, party God, party God, party God.
Hi guys, I'm Elle Parker.
And I'm Devon Young.
And this is Party God. Woo! Today we have a very special guest, Caitlin Reilly. She is an actress, writer, and social media personality known for her viral comedy videos and acting roles in shows like Hacks, Loot, Dead Boy Detectives, and In the Know, and a very close personal friend and beautiful woman.
And beautiful woman. And most importantly, beautiful.
Beautiful woman. And I mean, Caitlin's the best. She's so funny.
She was so funny. This was my first time meeting Caitlin. I was very charmed.
I know. I am so glad you guys got to meet. It was a true meeting of minds with two of the smartest women I know. All right. Well, without further ado, here's our episode with Caitlin Reilly.
Woo!
I've been going through this journey where I'm not blow drying my hair and I'm letting it air dry because I'm French. So I'm trying to be French.
She traveled. She's a well-traveled lady.
I may be going to Rome for New Year's just casually.
Dang.
I have a dear friend who lives in Rome, and my husband and I might just be spending the holiday there.
Because she's a married woman.
I'm a married woman. Thank you.
Damn. Okay, well, I definitely want to hear all about the wedding. But first of all, Caitlin, welcome. Before we get started, we give our guests a Party God score. So basically, it's a predictive score where from a scale of 1 to 10, what we think you are on the Party God scale. And so I'll go first. I think you have such a great sense of play. You're so funny and just you're great to have at a party. So I'm going to say 9.
Okay.
Wow, that's high.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is like the coldest I've gone in because you're one of our first guests that we've had that I haven't met before. So I'm just going to have to tag along to your 9 and trust in Elle.
I think we should just dive into your wedding.
Okay.
I want to hear all about it.
Yeah. We planned the wedding ourselves and we did it in our backyard and it was hell on earth to plan. Yeah, it's so funny. There was this party planner on Instagram that reached out to me. She was a fan of mine. And she's so sweet. And her name's Jessica with Party Crush Events. And she helped us day of. And they were amazing. But she reached out. She was like, if you're planning a wedding, I want to help you. So she came to the house and we walked through everything. And I was like, yeah, we're just, back here. We have to cover the pool and we're going to have it in the backyard and we're going to set up the tables and everything. And we're going to do food and this, that, and the other. And she looked at me. She's like, you're looking at about $50,000. I was like, no, that's not. No, we're not doing that.
Not.
So listen, we didn't spend $50,000 on the wedding, but it wasn't far away from that, and everything is at least $5,000.
Dude,
everything for one day is at least $5,000.
And it's like, this would better be a good party if I'm spending. Yeah.
I mean, people that are just having generic everyday weddings are legitimately dropping like $85,000 on the stupidest, most mundane, basic, run-of-the-mill, no imagination bullshit.
It's like, let's play cornhole, everyone.
Yeah. Let's do a photo booth. Let's people are like, what wedding photographers are like, what, $11,000 for the day?
Oh,
insane.
Oh my God. Wait, did Stella do it?
Stella did it.
Okay.
And he's amazing.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod.
Yes.
Friend of the pod. Yeah, no, he's the best. I've known him. We went to theater school together.
Yeah.
like for real.
Aw.
So he was amazing. The pictures are amazing. It was a great day. It was great. Our officiant, who was like one of my oldest, bestest friends, was like hammered for the ceremony. So that was like a fun little spin.
Hell yeah.
My aunt wore a white dress. That was rad.
Wow.
Did you say anything? Did anyone
Well,
say
I didn't even notice day of because I was just like in bliss.
I was just like totally in bliss.
But like later. Oh, I also got drunk.
Okay, yeah, as you should.
So I stopped drinking for like, what was it, 2 years?
I remember when we went to dinner last time. You went drinking, yeah.
And then I think we went to dinner again where I was like, Elle, can you maybe like order a glass of wine for me that you think is going to be okay?
And then
you
didn't
like got up and like went to the bar and like talked to them for a long time. And then you came back to the table and you're like, I got you a Grenache, okay? Like mommy.
I love being mommy for my friends.
Yeah.
It's my
But
favorite.
I had a bunch of tequila. I was like knocking back margaritas and I was so happy and drunk. And then I was hungover, but it was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Because
I
you're
used to
landing
do
in a
drugs.
safe place. Like
Yeah.
once you've already made the hurdle, like you're allowed to be as hungover as you want for the rest of your life. Like
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like,
and you got married
I'm-
at your house, right?
What?
You got married at your house?
Married at our
Oh,
house.
so you just go to bed whenever you want.
Yeah, it was great.
Ideal.
It was super great. But no, my aunt, like, I think it was the next day where I called my sister and she's like, you know that so and so wore a white dress. And I was like, oh yeah. It didn't even faze me. But
what's
apparently-
your relationship with this aunt? Is she a problematic?
Love her to death. And the conversation was, I think they were staying at my sister's house. She was getting ready. She came downstairs. She was wearing like a white dress, like off white. I don't care. Beige is white. Sorry.
True.
With tiny little minuscule polka dots and then a black sweater. And the only thing I told my sisters, I was like, I don't care what the fuck's going on. The only thing that I ask is that no one wears white. I have a vision.
Ugh.
I only want to be wearing white. I want like primary earth tone colors. You can wear floral. I don't care what the fuck you wear.
Yeah.
So my two sisters, like their palette is denim, white or black. Like my family does not wear colors. We are Nancy Meyers, Diane Keaton through and through. And I told my sisters this, and they were like, "Okay, but like, is beige all right?" I was like, "No."
If you have to ask.
If you
I
have
feel
to
like-
ask,
Don't do it.
It was crazy. And then so one of my sisters was like, "I'm gonna wear black." I was like, "Great." So I love that you're wearing black to my wedding.
Yeah.
And then my other sister was like, "I just don't know what to wear. I think I'm gonna wear black." I was like, "Okay, so both of you guys can't wear black.
Okay.
That's crazy." So then one of the
You know.
other sisters wore like metallic gold. So I was like,
Okay.
"Great."
Fine.
Anyway, when my
Interesting.
niece, or well, not my niece, when my aunt came downstairs, one of my sisters was like, "Oh, I think it's a little white, don't you think?" And there was a whole back and forth, and then they decided to let it go. I didn't even notice it.
It's
but-
the one thing. It's the
It's the
one
one
thing you
thing.
know.
Yeah.
Like
it's like the one rule.
Yeah.
the one rule.
I got knee deep in like wedding Reddit, so I was like following our wedding shaming or just weddings
Yeah,
where
I
people
love
are
that
talking.
one.
Oh my god, it's so much fucking
Yeah.
fun. But
That's
there's
what I
this
was
whole
saying.
sub. I think it's like wedding guest or something like that, where
Uh-huh.
people will post outfits of what
Oh,
their
no.
options are to wear
Oh,
to
no.
weddings.
Mhm.
And I think I think if you the second you have to ask, you're in no man's land
Exactly.
territory. It's crazy. If it's a white dress with flowers, don't.
That's
just
a white
don't-
dress.
That's a white dress.
No, like literally the question is if you're asking.
if you have
wear
to
anything
ask, that's
else.
it. You could wear navy blue and never have another thought about it.
Exactly.
You could wear red and never have another thought about it.
No, I would
But
never.
I just really like this dress. Looks like you can't.
So-
It's crazy to
Yeah.
me.
Like how hard is it? And there's
Yeah.
always one.
There's always
It's crazy when
one.
it's the mother-in-law, the mother of the groom.
I know that
they
really
love
freaks
wearing
me
white.
out.
Is this a thing?
Oh,
You guys, what if
yeah.
I'm pregnant? What if this is like, you know how dogs can sense
She
if
can sense it.
people are
Caitlin,
pregnant?
is this your big announcement on Party God? We
Which
have
one's
a-
my camera?
right there, babe.
I don't
Right
know
there.
because I had a UTI for all of my honeymoon.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah.
Rude. Wait, before we get to the
Yeah.
honeymoon, can I ask more wedding questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to hear
Yes.
about this drunk officiant.
Yeah.
Oh, well, so one of my best friends from days gone by, he you know, I think it was nerves. I think he was like really nervous to officiate, even though he had before. But yeah, I just had some wine and then kind of got to him and he was like, "Oh shit." No one else noticed. I noticed, but I was
Right.
like, "Party on."
Okay, party on.
on,
That's Party
yeah.
God right there.
I
being-
mean, I'm that
drunk.
hey, That's party god. But yeah, no, I'm a control freak and sometimes don't have fun because of it. So my wedding day was kind of like a radical releasing of control.
It
And
sounds
I
like
was just like having the time of my life.
Virgo, babe. There's a lot of Virgo in this room. We're Virgos. You have a Virgo moon and rising. So a lot of
Ooh.
Virgo placements
Wait,
in
what's
this
your
room.
sun?
Scorpio.
I love a Scorpio
Yeah.
sun.
Yeah,
I'm
and
a
a Scorpio moon.
Venus.
Whoa.
Oh, fun.
Ooh.
Ooh.
How does
hot.
that manifest in your love life?
Like
Yeah.
really intense and kind of toxic.
Sorry.
Oops.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's always a wild ride.
What's your man's signs?
I looked it up recently and I forgot, which is crazy. So he's a Leo sun, and they're like grandiose, kind of egomaniacs, always sort of want to be the centers of attention. It's kind of always about like them and how they're perceived.
Yeah.
And every Leo I've ever met is very much like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he is super shy and super like, please don't make me do that. Please don't do that to me.
You're like, I got this, babe.
Yeah, and so I'm like, well, where's the ego? And then
Yeah.
it'll slip in every once in a while where like we'll be doing something and then it's really like he really needs it to be about him in that moment. And it's like, oh, okay.
Got
Yeah,
it.
no, so you're a Leo. Or like we'll be fighting and I'm like, I feel like I'm arguing with my mother. And I'm like, my mother's a Leo. Got it.
My
Like,
mom's a Leo
those-
too.
Jesus.
Ooh, you
yeah.
can't jump that on him though. That's like the worst. Like, like
You're
oh, I
being
feel
like
like
my
I'm
mom.
arguing with my
Yeah.
mom. Oof.
I did in the heat of the moment I said that to him once where I was like, I feel like I'm arguing with my mother.
How do you take it?
I mean, I don't know. We got married, so
Hey, there you go.
hey, we got married.
Hey,
He's
Okay.
great though.
yes, he is. He's super sweet.
How was he with the vows if he's a shy person? Because I'm worried about this. I'm pretty shy. I'm really terrified of public speaking. So what is the...
Yeah. I mean, so I begged him to, and then I was like, you know what? It's his wedding day as well. So I said, listen, the morning of, why don't we write our vows to each other? We'll say them to each other over morning coffee, just like sitting in bed together because we wanted to spend the morning together.
Yeah.
And if we feel comfortable, then we'll say them at the ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
If you're like, I really just like can't get there, then we'll just stick to the traditional and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
So I gave him the option, but I was like, but I do think that they should be shared. That's what people are here for.
That's what weddings are.
Yeah, that's what weddings are. People like got on a plane to come here. Just give the people what they want, you know? So at one point, I think I was like on him for weeks. I was like, are you going to really like write them? Because like you have to like really like mine have been written for like 4 years. Like if you really write them first, and he's like a brilliant person. For some reason, I underestimated him, and I told something we learned in therapy is like saying out loud our big fear. I was like, my big fear is that you're not going to put any effort into this, and then you're going to share your vows, and they're going to be really low effort and underwhelming, and it's going to like hurt my feelings and break my heart.
Right.
And he was like, wow, that's really mean. I was like, but it's not truthful to fear,
right.
right?
Exactly.
That I have to share. So anyway, that morning we said our vows, and the way that we met is we were doing a comedy show like through a teacher that we met at Groundlings. It was sort of like an external comedy show. Groundlings is like improv comedy school.
Yeah.
And I'd done several of the shows before, so it's like 10 people. They write sketches for like 6 weeks and they put on a show. And so I'd done it like 6 or 7 times. This was the 7th time. People were sort of meeting each other on the email chain, setting up times to write before the first class. And he emailed me. He was like, hey, do you want to write? I was like, yeah, sure. Like,
Dang.
is it okay if you come to my apartment?
Yeah.
Because I felt safe enough to do that. There's a paper trail, you know. So he was like, yeah, sure. And he showed up to my apartment, strangers, and sat on my couch. And we wrote a sketch and he left. And
You were like-
literally when he left, I said out loud to myself in my apartment, out loud, I said, did I just meet my husband? I said that. I swear to God, I said that.
Whoa.
Oh my God, you just know.
I just knew.
Wow.
And then 7 years later. So he's reading his vows and we're like sitting in bed and we have our coffee. And I was like, oh my God, I'm like so nervous to say my vows to you. I was so nervous. We're like in our pajamas. And the first line of his vows is, what was it? Like, in the summer of 2018, I knocked on a stranger's door and my wife opened it.
Stop.
Cute.
Hello?
I would cry.
I did.
Oh my god.
So I started sobbing, and then like the rest of it was just so beautiful, like so brilliantly written, and I was like,
Yeah.
"We have to say this at the ceremony. We have to." I was like, "Babe, we have to."
It's like Keira Knightley.
No, seriously. And he was like, "Okay, fine." And then I did mine, and mine were good. His were better, but it's not a
always
not a
how-
contest.
No, the men are always so much better at like the romantic thing. It's like we think like you're not.
Well, he's
gonna,
the strong
blah, blah, blah.
silent type,
Oh,
and then all of a sudden he comes out with this banger. I was like, "That's that Leo shit. You did
Mhm.
this for weeks. Like you over prepared. You fucking knocked it out of the park like a stealth snake."
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you never see it coming because they're just so like.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's like the Daniel Day-Lewis of wedding vows.
Oh my god, that's so romantic. And
I
so
know.
like I know like while he's saying that, you're just looking at the crowd like, yeah. Did you get that one?
We went to our honeymoon, which was in Maui.
Nice.
And so, like, I've been to Maui a lot as a kid with my parents. My parents are no longer here. So I was like, oh, let's have this special trip with my husband, and I'll take him to this special place, and we'll stay at the same hotel that I went to with my parents so many times. And it's going to be great. We, like, planned it 9 months ago. So we get there. And like I've had like a crazy year, crazy 6 months. Like my mom died 3 months ago. I was like in the middle of planning a wedding. The week of the wedding, my father-in-law is in the hospital with like a heart episode. Like it was non-fucking stop. And so we get to Maui, and like I'm like, oh my God, we're here. And I'm like all happy and emotional, excited. We get to the hotel, and I'm like, wow, so lots changed. I haven't been here in 17 years.
Classic.
But it's great. I'm happy to be here, but I was like a little thrown. I was like, very weird, a lot of renovations, a little modern. There's a lot of kids here. And okay, all right, that's fine. Then we get our room, and like we have sex, and I'm like, yeah. And because for like 3 days we got married, and then 3 days later we went on our honeymoon. Shit was so crazy. We like didn't have sex on our wedding night, didn't have sex 3 days after. So we got to our honeymoon, and it was like, fuck yeah. And then that night I was like, I think I have a violent UTI.
No.
I haven't had a UTI in 10 years.
Dude, I hate UTIs.
They're worse than
You don't like them?
I'd rather
I know, unpopular
have
opinion.
no, I'd rather have food poisoning. I'd rather have food poisoning. I'd rather have anything.
That's so awful.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like, so I had to go to urgent care, and like if you go on antibiotics, you like can't be in the sun. So I begged, I was like, is there an antibiotic where I can be the sun? Because I'm not fucking around. And there was, but I just felt sick the whole time, and you know, sex was off the table. So literally of the 10-day trip, I had a UTI and was on medication for 9 days out of the 10 days.
Can you drink? Like
You can, just a little. So like, no. You know what I mean?
that is so evil.
I know. After the year we had, I mean, it was kind of crazy. And I kept apologizing, and I felt so bad. And he was like, it's great. We're on our honeymoon. But yeah, the place that we stayed at used to be, back in the 90s, like a really cool, tranquil, romantic kind of
With your
getaway
parents.
with my parents. Just too cool, me and them. But it really was like a luxurious, like laid back, quiet place.
Yeah.
And as everything is these days, it got ruined, and it became sort of like a cruise ship on land, like pumping music all day long, kids fucking everywhere. There's like a Starbucks in the lobby. The second that you get off of the elevator, you can get your Starbucks. Like it was like everything was so like, you know, have you ever seen the movie WALL-E?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's kind of like the spaceship. Yeah, that's what the hotel felt like.
Ugh.
So I just wasn't vibing it. I had a UTI. I couldn't have sex with my husband.
How could it be better? You know? That
Yeah.
sounds
And then
great.
when you were like on the beach, you can still hear the music. So
I mean, that's just a lesson, and you can't repeat the past.
right. It's just
We all
exactly.
want
It was like
to.
a lesson learned. It's all good.
Damn.
The
I want you
UTI.
guys to do another one. honeymoon.
I
Honeymoon
know.
point 2. You get a
Yeah.
redo of that.
Yeah.
You need a redo.
So I was like, for our anniversary, we're going either back to Maui and staying somewhere else, or we're going to go to Kauai and like
Oh.
adults only, go fuck yourself.
yeah, sandals.
I can't do. Yes, I would love
Need-
sandals,
need
please.
sandals.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's like this honeymoon resort. They had all these ads in like the
Oh.
early 2000s.
Awful.
Like,
Awful.
very like McDonald's of honeymoon
Yeah.
spots.
Yeah. It felt like a McDonald's hotel. It was like a resort, but it just felt like. And at one point, the whitest thing I've ever done. I went to the front desk and I was like, "Hi, so is the music all the time?"
What'd they say?
We were staying in a suite that was right over the bar. I moved us to a basic room on the 10th floor because I was like,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
just can't do the music. But I went up to them. I said, "Is the music all the time?" And they're like, "Yeah, we love to have fun around here." I was like, "Great." I was like, because but it was music, and I said this before, but it was like it's not real music by a real artist.
Oh, it's like Love Island.
Yes.
Fake music.
It's fake music.
Yeah.
And it's the same like tune, the same 10-minute tune on a loop.
No.
And then at night they would have live performers, and the live performers with a ukulele and a bass backtrack would be singing "I Got a Feeling."
Hell
that
yeah.
tonight's gonna be a good night. It was awful. It was,
Well, I think maybe if you hadn't had the UTI, it would be so different. Like a UTI
I
is gonna make
know.
everything crankier,
That's
and I
so
feel like
true.
if you hadn't and you were able to like throw back some, what do they drink? Mojitos.
If you were drunk, it would have been
Yeah,
awesome.
you're like-
You'd have
I
been
know, it
like,
would've
what
been
is
like the
this?
best
do have a
place in the world.
feeling. Like
I
I actually love these songs.
Yeah.
I love this song.
Yeah. Tonight is gonna be a good night.
He's like,
Mm.
been there.
Been there. I love this song. No, I was in such a bummer mood. So
Oh, yeah, you got to do a redo.
I know.
You deserve it.
yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Devon, unfortunately, you are with 2 theater kids tonight. So you are severely outnumbered.
I'm aware, and I was actually considering taking that into account when I gave my party god score, but I was like, I don't want to come in too hot because we're just meeting, so I don't want to neg you off the bat. But I'm aware. I'm aware, and I'm taking this into consideration.
I was
and
really intimidated to come here because I'm not like in party girl.
Oh my God. Well, you are fun to have at parties, and you're so funny and kind and awesome. So
Thank
that
you
is
so
Party God,
much.
babe.
Thank you.
yeah, we love people all over the spectrum. It's
Yeah. You can't have all like party people at a party because you got to have like a mix. We talk about that a lot because we did
Yeah.
have a friend come on who was a 4 on the Party God score, and she was like, I
Wait,
don't know.
you gave her a 4?
Wait,
Yeah.
Why?
Well, here's the thing. She is 10 romance, 10 good friend, 10, 10, 10. But
Why 10 romance?
oh, she's like, she'll bring like a book or like flowers on a first date. But so it's like, we got to have all different numbers and spectrums
Sure.
at a party. Otherwise, if it's all 10s at a party, the cops are getting called.
Right.
evil.
Yeah, we can't have that.
Right.
But yeah, so I want to hear about some of your parties from theater school because I feel like there were
Oh.
some crazy ones.
Yeah. There's a lot. It's actually really not that crazy. It mostly consisted of going to someone's like shitty, weird house in Burbank.
my
I
hometown.
was my like college boyfriend. It was like he lived in a house with like 4 other dudes, and we all went to the same school. And oh god, we were all such fucking losers. It was like unbelievable. Like sitting in the backyard on old couches they found on the side of the road, smoking weed out of a bong. Like I think I greened out every day that I
Mhm.
was there.
Mhm.
Just like violent weed panic attacks of like not
Wow.
knowing my name, not being able to see my face in a mirror and thinking like, am I a vampire? Am I real?
Yeah.
And like meanwhile, the In the Heights soundtrack is like blaring from the garage.
Yep.
And like that's what we're passively listening to.
Been there?
This is giving me anxiety.
Yeah, just a lot. And then like the person that I'm dating is like invited me over, but like isn't talking to me. And there's another
Oh.
girl here, but like I'm sleeping over tonight and I'm confused. Like just that was my.
Yep. While violently high.
Well, I'm violently high, and I'm supposed to be writing a report on my character in the Danny and the Deep Blue Sea scene that I'm doing
Because you wanted to be hit.
study class. I have to write a 50-page bio, handwritten 50-page bio, but I'm not doing that because I'm here because I like this guy. Oh my god, it was awful.
Theater
It was
school was
awful.
electric.
Yeah, there was.
Who? I think you're setting this. You
It's
set up this
really-
question because you have high expectations, and
Yeah.
I'm
It was
I'm wondering
awesome.
for whom is this electric?
It was awesome. Takes me back. You having to like make out with your classmates at like 8 a.m. the next day for a grade.
Yeah, yeah. I had to kiss my best guy friend in like a Shakespeare scene.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of what you did. But
Well,
yeah,
that part sounds cool.
Not shit.
I'm warming up a little.
You gotta make
Yeah.
out with your friends.
yeah, you gotta make out with your friends for school.
When it's just you and your scene mate and the teacher watching you. And
Yeah.
then it's like, all right,
What theater
go
school
ahead.
did you go to?
Los Angeles City College, baby.
Oh
Only
man,
the best. Yeah, it was like me at age 18 with like 30-year-olds. And so that was
that's
how
really scary.
It was scary.
I did an acting class like that. Like when I
Yeah.
graduated high school, I went to the
Mhm.
Howard Fine acting studio,
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
and it was me and then like a bunch of
Oh,
32-year-olds.
it's insane.
Yeah,
And they're all hitting on us, obviously.
all
and we're
hitting
just
on
like,
us. Obviously,
"Oh,
one of them was like, "Your
yeah."
nipples get really hard in class," and I was like,
Whoa.
Oh, I guess I just get cold." Like I didn't know. I swear to God, a guy came up to me. He was like 35. He was like, "Your nipples get really hard in class. Are you cold?" I was like, "Yeah, I get kind of cold."
She's got to know. I've got to tell her this.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and then literally, like,
how it was.
I told that. I think I told that story to someone when I was 25. They're like, "So that's sexual harassment?"
Absolutely.
I was like, "Oh yeah, I guess it is."
No,
My whole experience in my 20s.
No.
acting and acting classes is just like full of predators and
Yeah.
people with no boundaries.
No
'Cause
boundaries.
It's like, you were like,
Yuck.
where's the line? We're about to make out in this scene. Like, who knows?
Sometimes my husband will say like, "Why don't you like get back into an acting class?" Just because I'm just so miserable with all of it all the time. But I can't unless there's a good one out there. I daren't.
Daren't.
I shan't. Can you imagine? I can't do it. I can't
Why?
because I think every acting class is a scam.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Should we
Yeah.
all take one together?
I would love to.
Should we teach one?
Yeah.
The three of us?
And then charge every person individually $650 a month.
It's a psychotic.
For what?
For what? Say this differently. Say
Yeah.
it again. And like, here's the thing. Have you seen Barry?
Getting line readings for an hour?
I know.
Go fuck yourself.
And then you like see the person do it again, and the teacher's like, "That was it." And you're like, "They did it the same."
Yeah, that person can barely say their name, but they did incredible work today. Anyway, I'm gonna get canceled for being on this podcast. But yeah, a lot of like really toxic house parties. I went through a phase where I like would make out with girls at parties for attention.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's over.
I was like, the guys are gonna fucking love this. Watch this. Hey, Catherine, come here. Oh my God, it was awful. And then
You
we'd
got
make
it.
out. And then I was like, am I doing this for like what? I don't know. What am I doing?
Been there, and you're
Been
like,
there.
if anyone's not looking, then it's like, okay, waste.
Yeah.
Chloe, you've never made out with.
No.
You've never made out with a
no.
girl? That's really
maybe like
homophobic.
I know it is problematic. I'm probably the straightest woman that there is.
Can I say
She is.
something? I feel like no woman is straight, but also this is not a cry for help. I'm not deep in the closet. I truly think that no woman is straight, and I think that every girl should make out with a girl
Absolutely.
at one point in their
I've
lives.
done it 2 or 3 times and I don't like
So
it.
you have.
Yeah, but not in the way that you have. Like not for attention.
Well, I'm gay like twice a year. Like
you're
I'll go in.
actually like
I'm a
yeah.
little bi.
I think every woman is gay.
yeah.
But in a way where it's like we're all sexual, sensual, tapped in tune beings,
Mhm.
and we have such an appreciation and love for each other. Whereas men being gay is violent. No I'm kidding.
That's wrong. It's wrong.
It's
what they
wrong.
do.
I've had so many.
That's wrong.
I've had
I'm
so
kidding.
many great offers. I've had a lot of time to explore. I had like when I worked at this restaurant, these two beautiful women who were in a couple would come by every day and be like, leave their card for me. They were always trying to
Dang.
coax me, and everyone in the restaurant was like, these are the hottest girls in the world. Why won't you go out with them? I'm like, I don't know. And then like eventually they lured me out to like start like going dancing with them. So they'd be like both dancing on me. I'm like,
No.
They're
I'm telling
working
you,
it.
I've had like and they are objectively beautiful women and like smart, like doctor and like yeah.
Whatever, life change.
Yeah, no, literally.
I would love that.
You're like, mommy.
I wish, obviously I wish
Yeah.
that I felt anything, but it's just
Yeah, listen, I mean, there's a lot going on there. And if you're not down for most of it,
There's a
then
lot.
it's probably not for you.
Right.
You know?
It's more difficult. There's more steps.
There's a lot
Involved.
going on.
Yeah.
It's beautiful and wonderful.
Yeah.
Am I down for all of it? What, 3 straight women talking about being gay on a podcast? Talking about maybe being gay on
Like,
a podcast.
I don't know, maybe.
I'm like, maybe.
Maybe like if like the wind is blowing the right way, like I might like
Yeah,
dive in.
crazy.
but-
I can't even make it through step
Like
A.
it's a
Like,
trend, like it's something we can just like try on and then discard. Like this is like transforms people's lives. Like you can't pick and choose being gay. We're just talking about it like as a handbag. So crazy. So crazy.
Like maybe like one day I could like try it out for like a night.
You said that you were gay twice a year.
Yeah, like twice a year. Like I was so gay at Devon's birthday. I like kept making out with this girl and Devon was so mad
I
at me.
hated it.
She was mad at me. She was
Yeah.
like, stop.
Why did you
I
hate
would-
it? Because you don't like.
I would turn around and be like, stop making out back there.
Do you not like the queer community?
It's
Yikes.
it's
I gotta go the other way.
Hey.
Twice a year.
no, I think
It's
it's
all about that.
I think it's more just like the bit. It's just funny to like
No,
turn around and be
she's-
like, "Hey, stop
no,
it!"
she's
Like
just
what you guys are doing is gross and against God, and like
You guys stop.
stop.
You're sinning.
It's disgusting.
Stop.
No, it was just a bit. But yeah, every now and then I'm just like, what's going on over there?
Yeah.
You know?
I get it.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, you appreciate the male form more.
Mhm.
I do. I like when I kiss. I like there to be something like a
A
solid.
little more solid.
And like when I kiss a woman, it's so soft and supple
Yeah.
and like
I have felt that as
smushy.
well.
It's too
Yeah.
smushy.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I am like 80-20 more into men.
Yeah.
But like,
That's what I think. I think every woman except for you is 80-20.
yeah, I think so.
Don't quote me on that though.
Caitlin, what's your best party trick?
Oh God. Probably cornering people and telling them things about themselves that I think I know that are false.
Party trick.
That's my
Like
party
what?
trick.
Like, what would you say
So-
to me?
So one year I was invited to the SAG Awards.
Mhm.
Now, I don't know how I got this invitation, but apparently I was invited by Instagram. So at award
Yeah.
shows, companies buy tables.
Mhm.
So Instagram Meta bought a table. They invited a bunch of people. It was like me, Jordan Firstman, a couple other people. And so I went, but I didn't know that I was invited by Instagram
Mhm.
because I do so much work with SAG-AFTRA. I was like, oh, SAG invited me and put me at this table
Right.
because they kept saying like, we really want you to come. So and she's on her phone, and
like my phone was doing something weird. I was resetting it.
I'm joking. So I go, I'm wearing a dress that isn't fitting me, and like I'm a girlfriend that I knew was also invited. So I was like, let's do the carpet. It's gonna be great. I was a nightmare on fucking wheels. When I'm put in social party situations, I kind of go like balls to the wall in a way where like my social anxiety is to push out as opposed to push in.
Mm.
So I become kind of like the worst version of myself at parties when I'm nervous. So I'd never been to an award show before, and we're all sitting at the table, and they gave us this little plate of like grains and vegetables. And I had about 4 glasses of champagne, and it was 2:00 in the afternoon. And
What? They need meat or something.
yeah, it was this
substantial.
tiny little plate of grains. So
Grains?
I ate it. It was like I don't. It was like a quinoa salad.
Oh,
Okay.
that's not enough.
Because grain sounds like something you put in a horse trough.
Yeah, it kind
Yeah.
of felt like slop.
Yeah.
Your
It was
animals.
delicious. And so
Thank
I
you,
had
SAG.
one plate, and I was like, "Can I get another?" And they were like, "No." I was like, "Okay." So then
Whoa.
I kept drinking. And then so the award show's done, and then it's the after party. So I'm at the after party. I have a friend who's on the cast of White Lotus. So I'm like, take me to them. And I keep trying to like hang out with the cast of White Lotus, and they're like, okay.
Yep.
I know everybody, apparently. Nobody knows me. And then we get to the Chateau, Marmont.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I've taken off my shoes. A year prior had met Jaden Smith at a party. And he was really sweet. And we were talking. He was like, oh, God, you're so funny. I was like, and you are a genius. And I talked to his sister, Willow, and I was like, the Smith family, I'm a fan. And we were best friends. Anyway, he walked into the Chateau, and I was like, Jaden! He's like, hey.
No.
So I thought, like, I was like, no, we're best friends, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Then my friend who's on the cast of White Lotus, she was outside having a cigarette, and I see that she's sitting at a table, and she's being cornered by, oh my God, I'm name dropping so hard, Tobey Maguire. So I see Tobey Maguire, and I'm like, I gotta do something about this. At the time, I had taken off my shoes, and I had stolen a bottle of champagne off a table and was just drinking the bottle of champagne.
Absolutely.
Obsessed.
So I go outside, and I'm thinking, like, I have to save her. And I sit down at the table, and I was like, what's going on here, guys? And Tobey Maguire looks at me, and he was like, nothing. Who are you? My name's like, you know, hi. And he's being nice, but like, what's
going
up?
on? Yeah.
Who the fuck are you? So I'm totally cock blocking. He's lovely, and he's not being weird or anything. He's just talking to my friend. She's beautiful. They're just talking
You're
about.
like, I've got to go save her from Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, who's like a lovely guy. Anyway, so all three of us are talking. I'm just kind of talking at him, and she's being beautiful and just sitting and having a cigarette. And I think Babylon had just came out. Crazy movie.
I loved it.
Totally. And so this is exactly what I said to Tobey Maguire. I said, Toby, I need to tell you something that you don't know about yourself as a spectator of your career for the last like 20 years.
Awesome.
Can I tell you something as a spectator and a fan?
And
He laughs and he goes, what's that? I go, something that you don't know about yourself? You're a character actor.
all smug.
Yeah, no. I
Throws the
literally
mic down,
said that
like-
and I was like, and like took a hit off my vape. He laughs, not with me,
Yeah.
at me, right? and he goes, okay, thanks for letting me know. I'm like, yeah, man, listen. And then I kind of go into it. I was like, your work in Babylon and that character was so like fucking transcendent, dude. Like me, as a spectator, as a fan, like I want to see you do more of that. That's what you need to be doing. You need to be doing more of that, Toby.
He's like, okay.
He goes, okay, thanks. Yeah, no, I mean, thank you. I'll take that into consideration. I was like, also, that movie that you did with Jake Gyllenhaal and Natalie Portman where you're like all fucked up about the war. And he goes, brothers? I go,
That movie?
I go, yeah, that was so good. He goes, thanks. Thank you. I'm like, anytime. Just listen, I just want to see you do more of that. He's like, great, thank you. So then
Anytime.
oh my God, I was a nightmare. And then I was hanging out with the cast of White Lotus. And then someone at some point told me like, people are doing cocaine. And I was like, no, everyone stop. So there was someone,
You don't have to do this.
people do cocaine now, and it is what it is, and I hope that people are being safe. I do not do cocaine. But I kept going around different pockets of people at the Chateau and being like, are you guys doing cocaine?
No, you were not.
You were policing.
I'm in this
Virgo.
big dress that looks like I'm wearing a FedEx suit, but it turned into a dress. It was beautiful, but it didn't fit.
Policing people for cocaine at the
No.
Chateau Marmont also.
I have someone's SAG award, and then I have a bottle of champagne, and I'm walking around the Chateau. Are you guys doing coke? Stop. And they're like,
that place was
"Nobody's
run
doing
on
coke here."
cocaine.
And then at one point, There was another actress. She's a beloved actress on a beloved TV show, and I'm not going to name her. Naming Toby was fine. Dear friend Toby of the pod.
Yeah.
I
Friend of the
hope
pod.
he's on this podcast one day. But I
we all have some notes for him. That'll be the lure. Like,
We'll be like, we have to tell you something.
yeah,
about
we
yourself.
actually
talk to him about his
Yeah.
career, what he
Yeah.
really should be doing. Maybe
Mhm.
something that he hasn't had a conversation about before. Maybe something he's
Exactly.
never thought about with his career.
I
right?
love you kept going. Every time I thought,
I
like,
kept
okay,
going.
that's the last wave, and then you have one more thing to say to him, like that story.
He's like, I'll think about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like,
What a
no, you
trooper.
should. No,
What a-
you should. You should.
One eye closed.
No, you really should. Because honestly, you should have been nominated. Like I was like, I'm just talking to me and my friend Tobes about like the craft.
Tobes.
It's
You know?
incredible for the girl with no shoes on, drinking champagne out of the
Drink
bottle,
award.
to be the one policing everyone else at the party about their
can we-
drug use and their like behavior.
Yeah. But can we talk about like I grew up watching award shows. Like I'm an obsessive like nerd actress. So I was like, I'm in an award show. So like I had
Finally.
to
Finally, I'm here. I made it.
So I just went fucking balls to the fucking wall. Like I got to the Chateau because I was invited. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm at the after party, and someone brought me here in a car because they liked me.
Yep.
So I'm allowed to be here, and everyone was lovely. But I just kept like yeah. At one point, Jaden Smith comes in, and I'm like, Jaden, and like, remember we met at the Billie Eilish album party, and he goes, oh yeah, you're the funny girl on TikTok, and I'm like, yeah.
This is just my favorite thing of anyone getting to a point that they've wanted to get to for so long and just crash out. That's so
I-
real.
I crashed out. Well, I didn't like,
No, of
ruin my
course.
reputation or
course.
anything, but I was like the next day I was like, thanks for inviting me, SAG-AFTRA, SAG Awards, whatever, because I didn't know who invited me because my publicist didn't there's like an origin to the invite, right? Like if you're not a presenter, if you're not on a show, I wasn't really on a show, so I just got invited.
Yeah.
So Meta bought a table, like I said. They invited me. I didn't know this, right?
Thanks, Mark.
And so I didn't tag them. I didn't thank them. I didn't tag a Meta. I didn't tag an Instagram. So they, I think, got upset at me. The two girls that are like in charge of all that unfollowed me, and I haven't been invited to a Meta event since.
Oh my God. Do you want to issue an apology?
I didn't know. You should have made it more clear.
This is the most okay. We're
Love
gonna
you,
start over.
love you, girly.
Yeah, no.
This is the most defensive.
We need to
apology.
redo. Let's take
Because
a
I
breath.
didn't know.
Let's roll those shoulders back. Let's take a breath.
Listen, I love events and I love parties and I'm good at them and I should be invited more. No, it's fine. Or maybe it's like, no, she got too drunk, but I didn't, and it's fine. No one
Hey,
was there.
Let a girl get too drunk at
Let
a
a girl
fun
get too
party.
drunk. It's not the first time someone's done that at an award
Absolutely
show.
not. I bet Toby had a great time.
Toby had a great
And I bet he
time.
learned a thing or two.
See?
And he
He's-
learned a thing or two.
Mhm.
And
I
I'm
think
sure he's sitting there
brotherhood-
somewhere. And he called his agent the next day. He was like, listen, this gorgeous woman with high cheekbones came up to me at this
Uh-huh.
party last night, and she said that I am a character actor. And a light bulb went off. And so I think, like, I think I'm the impetus to like a big change.
He said, "Get Brothers 2 in the works."
Get Brothers
now.
2 in the works. Back at it again. Brothers 2 back in action.
And he
You're the
said,
leading lady.
you know what? I'm getting clean off the coke as well.
Yeah.
She really got to me.
Yeah, no,
It's
I
like,
kept
I'm
going
forever
up to
changed.
people. There was someone who sat down. Like I went up to like a group of people and I tapped a lovely actress on the shoulder and she turned around. She was
Nothing
waiting
good comes from a tap
No.
on the
she was
shoulder.
waiting to go into the bathroom, and I had spoken to her earlier in the evening, like in a group setting. So I was like, "Oh, we're best friends."
Yeah, absolutely.
And I tapped her on the shoulder. She turned around. And I was like, "Are you doing coke?"
The thing, and I know that you know this, but the thing is that it makes it sound as if you're looking for coke. Like, there's
Exactly.
no way that the question doesn't come
Are
across
you-
as like,
Do you have?
And she looked at me and she was like, "No." And I go, "Okay, do you know who is?"
Caitlin, they immediately all thought you were
And
scouting.
I was so drunk. I thought I was like being cute and trying to like stop people from doing coke because of fentanyl. Like I was like the Shirley Temple of the after party,
They're
just
like, "You're
trying to make
messing
sure
with my
everyone's
high."
safe. She was like, I don't know if anyone's doing coke. I'm definitely not. I haven't seen any coke here. She's like being really
Talking
nice.
to you like a
But,
kindergarten
like-
teacher. Like,
Right, talking to me like I'm like it's recess.
I just in my imagination, you find that somebody is doing the treacherous coke, and you take it from them and flush it down the toilet, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
No.
Like
What the fuck? That's like
Like what?
$500. How much is coke?
That's
That's like $10,000.
$20,000.
That's like literally $15,000.
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's about how much it costs.
That's about ballpark.
yeah. And then oh god. See, now it's all coming back to me. Then there was a
Yes.
smoking section. Aubrey Plaza was there, and then God, no one knows who the fuck I am. I am the least important person at this party, but I've had a couple people be like, "Oh my god, you're so funny," and like
Yeah.
all of a sudden I'm Meryl fucking
Woo!
Streep. So I go into the smoking section, and it's a very exclusive little pod of people, right? A lot of nominees, a lot of big names, and there's Paul Mescal and Taron Egerton, and I was like, boys, and I sit between them. Okay, they're in the middle of talking to each other about stuff. I sit between them, and I'm like, hey guys. And
I'm
and they're
obsessed.
both so incredibly kind. I think Taron Egerton was nominated for something. So I'm like, congratulations on your nomination. He's like, thank you so much. What's your name? My name's Caitlin. Oh, nice to meet you. And then I turn to Paul Mescal
Mhm.
and I go, and you.
No.
Congratulations on all your success. Like, I, like,
Just a vague congrats.
and they're both smoking cigarettes, and he's so sweet. He's like, "Oh, thank you so much." And
You're like, are you guys doing coke?
God, are you guys doing coke? At one point, he was like, "You look so familiar," and my big ass ego was like, "I'm around." He offered me a cigarette. I was like, "I'm fine." And then he had I don't know, like a disposable camera.
Mhm.
So he was taking pictures of stuff, but like wasn't necessarily pointing it at me at any given point. And I kept being like, like trying to get a picture. A monster.
real.
A monster.
You're
This
just
is
doing
what
what anyone
happens.
would do.
I crashed out because I was like, the imposter syndrome was raging. I was so nervous. It was the longest day of my life. I literally, like, this day started at 12. It's now 12 a.m. and there's no end in sight. It was crazy.
It's so relatable. I mean, put anyone in that situation and they'd be doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
The posing, I would do
Yeah.
the same thing.
Well,
And then
I
I think at one point I was like, Paul, send those to me. Like, I want to, do you
Give me
post
your-
those? I
give me
want
your
to see
number.
those. Oh my God.
Send those to me.
Send those to me.
And then it's like, where are you guys going after this? Like,
Absolutely.
that's my move.
Yeah.
Like,
No. It was 4 a.m. at the Chateau, and I was like, I have to go home. I was talking to some lovely people, and then I was like, I think I have to go. I think I have to get out of here.
They're like, no.
Yeah.
please,
I think
please
talking?
don't.
Who was it? Who's the guy? Oh God, I'm name dropping too much in a
No,
way
it's
that's
fine.
like going to be very detrimental to me later on. No, I literally like left like Irish Goodbye, Thief in the Night, like left, and then woke up the next day, and you know that feeling.
Oh, of course.
You know
You're
that
just like,
feeling when you wake up the next day and you're like, I said some stuff.
there have been many a party
Yeah.
after the next day where I wake up and I'm like, you monster.
Yeah.
No, but you know what? The thing is, obviously, you're
You've
harder
never
on
had
yourself
that?
than. No, I have, of course. But the thing is, like, you're harder as a third person looking in. You're harder on yourself
Totally.
than it. And everybody actually enjoys that character at a party because it's a little
It's
much, but it also
fun.
gives you something to talk about. Like, oh wow, she's really having fun. And it is. You're charming. Like you're.
Yeah.
There's no way you are making anyone uncomfortable.
No, I did ask like several people for like years after if I made a mockery of myself at the 2023 SAG Awards. And everyone was like, no, you're fine. It's like, okay, you're lying to me, but fine. But no, you're totally right. Yeah, you're totally right.
We've all been there. And
We've
like,
all been there.
you
the
gotta.
shoes off, like they know what they're getting into when you walk up. Like they are embracing
Bottle in
that
hand.
energy, the bottle in hand.
I was excited. I was
Of
excited to be there.
course.
People get so jaded so fast. And the whole time I'm like, guys, we're at an award show.
Exactly. I would
Yeah.
much rather see this energy, chaotic, adorable, charming, versus like, I'm shy. I'm not really gonna like you shot your shot. You shot your shot all over the place.
Yeah.
Sounds like you just made an impact.
You made it.
It was so funny at the table. Jordan Firstman, dear friend, was sitting next to me, and he was having a good time, and he was doing his thing, and he was having a damn good time, and he's always having a good time. That's what I love about him. And at one point, someone's on the stage presenting and saying something, and Jordan's talking to someone and laughing and having a good time. And I turn to Jordan and I say, "Jordan, be quiet. Someone's talking on stage."
You're just like, hello?
He looked at me. He was like, "Babe, what?"
You're like, I will enforce the rules tonight.
Like something happened to my brain that day where I really just needed to.
I mean, as a Virgo, I understand because
Yeah.
I will also police. It's follow the rules.
Yeah, follow
First
the
of all.
rules. Yeah.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I watched Jordan give out the Pornhub Awards this last year.
You
And
went to that?
I went,
oh my
and
God, that
everyone
looked like
was
so much
talking
fun.
over. So he got it. It circled back around. Everyone was
little
talking over, and we
taste.
couldn't even hear Jordan because no one would shut the fuck up at the party.
I mean, I can't imagine how crazy that room would be.
Yapping, I'm sure.
And no one is behaving. Yeah, they're all.
Yeah.
No one's
Yeah.
following the rules with that
No
one. No
one's
coke
following
there,
the rules.
obviously.
Yeah.
No coke in that room.
no,
Imagine
don't
me there
worry,
like,
yeah.
guys,
Guys,
please. Like, this is someone's work. And like me, like intently watching and like listening to all the speeches and like biggest hole. Aw.
Biggest-
I don't know, is that a category?
Yeah, biggest hole.
biggest hole should be a category.
biggest receivement.
Biggest hole.
Biggest hole.
Biggest hole.
I got the biggest one.
Yeah.
Hey, I won. I'm a winner.
Yeah. That's usually my thing. So like my thing with, and this I'm not mocking. My thing is like those are the videos that I make. Like, so I like put stuff in me, and it's just I'm like biggest hole girl.
Of course.
Yeah.
No,
Wait,
it's
what?
like the biggest hole girl. Like that's her thing. It's
Yeah.
like,
That would be my thing if I worked in the pornography space.
I have the biggest one.
Yeah.
So it's an award winner.
Yeah.
Wait, Kaylin, what do you think is the biggest like party foul someone can do at a party? Like the worst thing someone can do at a party?
Honestly, like pull out the guitar and start playing the guitar.
Oof. It's never good.
It's always, I've dated that man.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most psychopathic thing you could do in a social situation, in my opinion. Whether it's a dinner party, whether you're at a kickback, whether you're in someone's backyard and it's a Wednesday evening and you're smoking cigarettes and drinking beer and it's like really laid back and you know that you'll be home by 10. It doesn't matter what it is psychopathic behavior to pull in the middle of 4 to 7 people talking and vibing, pulling out a guitar and starting to strum is fucking crazy.
Because it stops everything. It stops all conversation. And it's a concert that no one asked for.
And it's always a dude. It's
Yeah.
never a girl.
We should start having women do it just to get
Change
the
it up a
pendulum
little.
to swing.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Give
other
them a
night,
taste.
someone that I was seeing, it was like late in the morning. We were chatting, like, let's say the music. He's like, "Do you have a guitar?" And I'm like,
No.
"Oh no!"
Especially
Is
not
someone
one
you're
on
dating?
one.
Someone that I was seeing briefly that I'm no longer seeing.
Because of that.
Well, it was a pretty big red flag. Yeah, like
wait, why did
what?
you stop
What if
seeing
I
him?
had a guitar? Like, what would have happened?
Ugh,
You know?
ick.
I'm like,
I've had that happen a few times where like I'm in the middle of having a very serious conversation with my significant other and he would pull out a guitar to avoid talking about like what's going on in
He's
our
like,
relationship.
Hey, honey. Shh.
Mhm.
Let me-
And then I'd be like, "Hey, so maybe do you want to do 4th of July together?" And he would stare at me and be strumming and like trying to find the chord and strumming and I'm like, "So do you 4th of July, do you want to do that?" And he'd continue strumming. And I'd have to be like, "Hey, can you stop? Do you want to do 4th of July together?" It was crazy.
That's evil.
Yeah.
no.
Avoidant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're trying to get. Is it attention, validation? It's not community.
I think it's attention. I think men, all men,
Mhm.
feel like
Tell 'em.
they're an island. You know, well, straight men.
Mm.
You straight? Ugh. I think all straight men think that they are an island and they really have something to offer.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
They all think they're like a gift, especially like actors or
Mhm.
men in the arts. They think they invented the concept of emotion
Mm-hmm.
and feeling. And so they're like, look how sensitive I am
Yeah.
and in touch with my emotions.
Yeah. Writers, I'm okay with.
Mhm.
Generally, yeah.
Yeah, because then they at least are aware enough
Mhm.
to have different perspectives because they have to write a woman character who is three-dimensional.
Right.
Some of them
Or
fail
not.
at that. Or not.
Or not at all.
Or not at all.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just the nagging girlfriend.
Yeah.
Man.
I think you need to rest, David. David, do you want soup?
You don't hang out with my mother
David,
enough.
it's not a big deal. It's going to be fine. I'm going to get lunch with my mom. I'll be home in a couple of hours.
Wait, every Harold Pinter play ever written.
Mm-hmm.
Should we do audience question?
Yeah. let's do it.
Okay, let me pull it.
Hi, Party God. I have a question about showing up to parties alone. Now, normally I don't have an issue with this if it's a party where I feel like I'm probably going to know most people there. But if it's an event where I don't think I will have enough like social connections or community, I often feel like I need to walk in with like a buddy, a wingman kind of person, just a social security blanket, if you will, so that my social anxiety doesn't get the better of me. Usually I'm pretty confident, but like sometimes I just need a little extra security. I'm wondering if you have any tips on how to just show up somewhere and not overthink it, like not feel like a total weirdo for being somewhere alone or having to constantly have someone to talk to. Yeah, let me know.
I was thinking about this the other day
Mm.
because I have that same fear of showing up to parties alone. And I've had to do that for like event things where I'm like, this is terrifying. I don't want to do this. So I've like begged for +1s when they're like not giving out +1s. And then I get one and I'm like, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's like, I keep thinking about social media and how it's like really affected us socially and how people aren't nice to other people at parties anymore. Everyone's like, no one wants to meet anyone new. You know what I mean? So I feel like people should feel comfortable going to parties alone because now if you go to a party alone and you walk up to someone and be like, hey, like you're treated with weirdness, you know?
Or
So
you-
your advice is don't do it. You're like, don't go out there.
Don't touch
It's
it.
dangerous. It's
No,
bad.
but like I think it's like I think the advice would be fuck it. You're allowed to show up to a party alone, and if you ever feel weird about it, it's the person that you're trying to talk to that's being an asshole.
I agree.
You know, like you're not weird for trying to get to know someone, for trying to insert yourself in a casual social conversation.
yeah.
They're weird if they're not letting you in.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, because I go to things alone often, because I like it. I'm a true extrovert though, so I think my advice might be skewed. But the first time I ever went to your little secret show, I went alone, and I was a little nervous. But something I would do is I find someone else who's alone, and I'll just like, go up to them, and you can say anything to people, and just be like, "Hey, what's up? Like, are you here alone too?" Or like, "Oh, what'd you get to drink?" Or "What are you gonna get to drink?" It can be anything. I also used to have a job where I'd have to interview 30 people a day for focus groups. So it's like the intro to a conversation with someone, hey, trash, can be anything. So yeah, and I think just go back to like childhood, because like it was so easy for us as kids to talk to strangers at the park or something. Just go up to someone and say anything.
Yeah.
And then people are like begging to be spoken to.
For the most part, I would say, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
feel like we're so consumed with how people are perceiving us. No one is perceiving you. Everyone is so concerned with themselves.
Absolutely.
And they want someone to come up to them and be like, hi.
yeah,
you
I love your
know?
outfit.
Yeah.
Thanks. Oh, thank you for talking to me. What do
Yeah.
you think?
I think it's a numbers game. Yeah, absolutely. Because you're going to find, like you said, it doesn't really matter what you say. It's about what that person's openness.
Mhm.
And I'll literally go up to someone and try like again and again and be like, hi. Oh, just kidding. Like until you find that person that like makes eye contact with you and they're like, you know,
Yeah.
and then it's like, it's on because they have an openness that they're wanting to connect.
Yeah, it's happened to me when I've gone to parties and I try to talk to someone and I get like weird shade and a little shut down. And I'm like,
Mhm.
that is so weird. And then I feel like a loser. I feel like I missed up. But it's so weird when people do that. We are at a party.
Exactly.
We are at a party.
Like that's the whole point is
Right.
to talk to people and meet people and socialize. Yeah, some people, if they do that, then exactly, they're a weirdo. And it's like,
Yeah, they're the
Okay.
weirdos, not you.
yeah.
Yeah.
And my favorite thing is like you meet someone and they'll be that way and they'll find out who you're friends with or blah, blah. And then they'll be all nice. And it's like, no, I remember. Like,
Yeah.
I remember what you were like.
I went to a party alone this last weekend. I went to see Beck was doing a show at the living room, and I couldn't get a +1, so I was like having my drink. I was like nervous. I think I like did the same thing where I like went up to a couple girls and it wasn't working out. No one wanted to let me into their circle, and then I saw this guy and we like clicked in. We made eye contact, and it was like so easy from there because he was like, "Are you here alone?" I was like, "Yeah, are you gonna adopt me?" And he was like, "Yeah." Like he like welcomed me into his circle. He was like best friends with the guys from the Wu-Tang Clan. So then I was sitting at the VIP table and I was like, haha, suckers. Like everyone that wouldn't let me into their circle, I'm like,
Exactly.
All
I'm
works
at
out.
the fancy table.
I remember.
See, I could never do that.
Really? I think you could.
I could never do that.
What?
That counters everything in your Chateau story
I
where you're going up
know.
to people.
Because I need liquid courage.
I think you could. You're so charming and funny.
But it's like raw dogging a party. Raw dogging like an event like that is so scary to me.
Are you sober again? So you drank at the wedding and now you're back on sobriety?
No.
or-
I mean, alcohol just makes me feel shitty sometimes. And I think
totally, yeah.
tequila is my friend, or like really good wine.
Mhm.
But yeah, I get very like I could never like that is so cool, girl. Like I can't do that, or I can. I just don't believe in myself.
I think you could.
Yeah.
Like I feel so uncool most of the time.
I think you're very cool, Caitlin.
I feel very uncool. Like you're the coolest person I've ever met, and I feel very uncool compared to you. I feel very uncool compared to you.
No, that's insane what you're saying.
No.
Yeah.
like when people look at me, they're like, "Oh, theater kid."
No.
Are you
no
someone's
one
aunt?
thinks that.
No,
No one
Caitlin,
thinks that.
I
They
s-
think
no
like,
one
oh my
thinks-
god, beautiful hot girl.
No,
You
literally.
think I'm hot?
Yeah,
you
of
are hot.
course.
Really?
We all think you're hot. Everyone thinks you're
Do
hot.
you think I'm hot? Nice.
Clip that.
See, I genuinely, truly, and I'm not fishing here. I do not feel that way. I feel like a total, I don't like to use the word nerd because that's overdone. Like, I feel like a
No.
total dweeb. Like,
Caitlin,
like,
literally everyone
dweeb.
thinks you're hot and cool. Like
I feel
Literally-
so fucking uncool.
I'm telling you, no one thinks that.
That's crazy.
It's true.
Yeah, like, I'm
It's
like, this
true.
is an uncool outfit. So my wildflower case, so lame.
Aw.
What?
Like,
You've
I'm
got to
trying
stop
so
thinking
hard
that.
with this wildflower case, but I really like wildflower cases. But people are going to look at this case and be like, oh, she's trying really
when you
hard.
walked out, I was like, what a beautiful case. That was my first thought.
Yeah.
We've got to do some self-esteem work.
I know.
I
Seriously, you're
know.
getting in your own way because you don't think you can, but you can.
I know. It's something I'm really working towards right now in this new Aquarius era that's heading, I think, direct
Mhm.
into Pluto.
Exactly. No, I saw that. See, it's like we're putting behind all the old.
We're killing
See,
our former selves.
You were meant to come on Party God today
I
because
was.
this is a new era.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna take you to a party alone, and we're gonna walk in, and we're gonna
You're going to
be
leave
like,
me?
We're gonna all walk in, and we'll like hang out outside.
I
and
need to go to
force
more
you
parties with you.
Yes,
You need to be my party friend.
we'll be your party Sherpas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll show
we'll
you
teach
the way.
some
'Cause
mantras.
we make
Bring
things
me.
happen. We're making things happen.
Yeah, we
at
can
parties.
coach. We can
We can
coach,
coach
you.
you.
Yeah.
Please
Yeah.
do. I
I'm
will
thinking
come.
of the mantra that we were discussing earlier with my
What was it
tenant
again?
who lives
Oh
downstairs.
yeah. Oh my gosh. Should we say it?
Are you a
Yeah.
landlord?
It's so. Here's the thing. Devon's tenant has a song, and in the song, she has the most influential, honestly,
Inspired.
Shakespeare quality lyrics. Should
Yeah.
we
yeah.
say it at the same time?
Yeah.
So it's all I do is eat at 5 stars,
Oh wait, I'm blanking.
sell my pussy,
Wear,
wear
designer.
Like,
Yeah.
Could you imagine walking into a party
Aristotle.
with that energy?
So
All I do, repeat after us. All I do
is eat
Is
at 5 stars,
is eat at 5 stars.
sell my pussy,
Sell my pussy.
wear
Wear
designer.
designer.
Wear designer.
Like,
Yeah.
How does that make you feel inside?
Yeah.
When do you feel it in your body?
Power-
Sell my
powerful.
pussy in that I'm in charge of my pussy and I've decided that my pussies should get paid.
it's like CEO kind of vibe. Like,
she
like-
oh
That's level 2. That's advanced.
there's
Caleb-
levels.
Caitlin's
There's
not
levels.
ready.
I
to
just
this.
felt my third eye open. Like,
Babe, there's levels to this. Yeah.
wait.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
here's what we're gonna do.
What?
We're all gonna go out
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna go to a couple parties.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Hey, we're there.
Let's do
That's
it.
our whole thing.
I love that.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I did see this thing on TikTok because like this is like a thing for me where it's like you walk into a room like fully owning yourself and your confidence.
Yeah.
You don't look around, you don't cower, you don't try to scan. Like you walk into the room and you look above everybody and you get a drink and you just pick a corner and you like check into your energy.
People are magnetized.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful. So you already have all the
you
wisdom.
know.
But I
You-
don't
it's all
do that.
inside
It's
of you.
something I'm like searching for and learning because when I walk into a party, I'm kind of like, okay, who's
Oh, what?
yeah, like I have like this energy.
We're gonna show you the way.
Yes.
It's gonna be like one of those like
please.
90s like makeover movies.
Exactly,
Where, like,
but it's an internal.
she would take off her
makeover.
glasses and like
I
mess up her
love-
hair.
It's
and,
internal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get baby bangs.
Yeah. Okay. I'll cut him.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wait. I'm so excited. Cause like I think we've got it down to a science.
Yeah, we're gonna finally you'll be seen by the world.
I
Finally
know.
you'll
I want to feel like a cool social girl,
Oh, babe.
and I'm just not.
no. See, don't say that
Yeah,
because you are.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
There's a cool social girl that lives inside of
She's
me.
dying to come out.
She's dying to come out,
We're like,
and
"Get
she's
out."
wearing a leopard fur coat.
we have you back on the podcast like a year from now and
Yeah,
you're like
sunglasses.
You're,
You're like,
Yeah.
so.
your marriage is wrecked. You're like you've been like partying with us. Like you're like
Exactly.
I have
styling.
never been better.
You're
Tobey
wearing
Maguire's in the car outside waiting for me.
You're wearing the acid wash jacket.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Caitlin, it was such an absolute honor to have you on.
Oh my god, it was an honor to be
I think
here.
Party God score still 9 because I
Yeah.
adore you, and we're gonna
Thank
go
you.
out, and I'm so excited.
We are gonna go out. I need to go out.
You need to go out.
We've got you covered.
Yeah.
It's happening. Oh my god, I love you so much.
I love you too.
Yay. Okay.
All right, party on.
Party on.
Party on.
Hey guys, welcome to the after party.
Welcome to the after party.
I am so excited about this one. I think,
Yeah.
yeah, I had so much fun with her. It was awesome.
Yeah, she's a rock star.
I know. All right, Devon, tell me about your week.
Well, we had the launch party.
Yes, we did. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I had so much fun.
Yeah, I had a good time. It was in like host mode, so it's like when it's your wedding day, or I imagine what it would feel like to have a wedding.
And we were both in white. It was our wedding.
And well, also we were both in white, but you're just trying to like glad hand with everybody, and like before
Exactly.
you know it, the night's over. You're like, did I have a conversation with anybody? We had a magician. I didn't even know he was there.
I know. I got one trick in. I was like, please show me a trick before the night
Was
ends.
he good?
He was good. Yeah, he I picked my card, and then all of a sudden all of the cards were my card. So I don't know how
I
he
don't
did
like
that one.
that.
It
I
was
don't like it.
awesome.
I think he knew not to mess with me because I'm very anti-magician.
I love magicians. I know it's so. I love being tricked. Yeah, there's like always when I'm in host mode, there's points where I'm just walking along, not talking to anyone because I see everyone talking and I don't want to bother anyone because I don't want to mess with their flow.
I know you always say that,
I'm
which
just-
is very funny instinct.
I'm just walking around alone, just observing, and I feel like I'm at a zoo. But I did have a lot of fun. I mean, just our party demons, our priests. I think that was.
Oh yeah, everyone was there. God showed up.
God
like,
was
he doesn't
there.
just drop by anything.
No, like we got God at the party God party.
Literally,
It's a hard get.
Not to brag, but,
brag,
I
but
hate name dropping.
the
But
Lord
but like
himself.
God was there.
I
like-
know. That's just our thing. All right, so tell me, what's your windows and walls this week?
My window. I 2 days ago I got groceries and I was unloading. I was about to unload them and I looked out my window and you guys, I have a hot neighbor.
Oh my, what? You haven't told me this yet.
My windows. I have realized I have a hot neighbor.
Oh my god. Okay. Any
She
motion?
lives
Have you
right there.
guys talked?
No, but we made eye contact, which is the most important first step.
Whoa.
I was like sitting in my car, like turning the car off,
Mhm.
and I look at him and I stare, and then
Of course.
I look away, and
Well,
he's
you're
looking at
safe in your
me, like
car.
so we like, so he like caught me looking at him, and he like
Mhm.
smiled, and that was like obviously I had a moment,
Oh my god.
and then I was like, where did you come from? Where did you go? Cotton Eye Joe, like where? And I was like, I bet he like lives way up the road. I was like trying to like figure it out, and
Mhm.
so I made like I only had 2 bags of groceries, but I made it into 4 trips.
You're like, oh,
So I could
heavy.
keep being outside because he's like walking his dog. So I was like,
Uh-huh.
maybe I'll run into him. So I made this grocery trip into 4 trips into my house.
Mhm.
I had like an embarrassing amount of milk, with me because
What?
I love dairy,
Oh.
and so I hid it. Like I put it into separate. Like it was out.
He's like,
and I
yeah,
put it,
she's hot, but she has a lot of
why
milk.
does she, why does she have so much milk?
Okay.
Well, I didn't want him to think that I'm like I have a family because I have
My son's.
I have so much milk that it's like this is a mama five.
How much
like,
milk?
Like I always buy a couple gallons at a time.
What? How are you going through so much milk for one trip?
Girl, I love milk.
No.
I
This is my
But
wall.
I didn't want him to see. That's like a like a fifth date.
You gotta
like,
hide.
like you reveal how much of your fridge
No,
is
we're
dairy.
like really serious now, but like she revealed to me how much milk she buys in one go. Okay, go on. And did you talk?
I'm a dairy girl.
Okay.
I'm a dairy girl.
Did you guys talk?
No, I got really caught up in like hiding my milk and.
I got so distracted by the milk fiasco. So,
But anyway, I did figure out because then I was like. I kept like not running into him when I was doing my grocery thing, and I was like concerned about the milk.
yeah.
So then I was like, oh, maybe I should start taking all my trash and recycling out. So I started taking it all out like one piece of trash at a time, so that
Whoops.
and I figured out. I like finally saw him again, and he was going into his house, and he's the house right there. So it's
my
not. It's
God.
like I don't even have to look far
Oh.
and wide. He's been right here the whole time.
This is long game. Also,
Yeah.
like, good that he didn't see the milk, and
Great that he didn't see the milk.
maybe start going on runs. Outside. Just like a quick little jog. Like, oh, just like go run back and forth, do burpees back and forth his house.
The burpees are like you hit the floor and you're like just like right in front of his porch. Like,
Oh, what? No, this is just my routine.
That's just, yeah.
Chug milk after. Oh my God, huge. Okay, hot neighbor.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's really exciting, but it means I have to
God.
like up my game. Like I can't be stepping out of the house like no
Oh,
makeup.
yeah.
You know, now every time I go to the house, it's got to be like
10 on 10.
yeah, absolutely
Okay.
locked in, hot
also-
neighbor.
It's fun to have like a thing to like work for, or like not work for, but you know what I mean, like to put effort into, like
Oh,
a
yeah.
game.
He's striking. He has that like textured hair that like looks like you put a lot of product in it, but you can tell that he hasn't.
Oh my
Like a like
God.
kind of rugged like
I love that. Where it like takes me like so much work to like give that look, and men just wake up naturally like that.
yeah.
Oh my God.
And I bet
okay.
he has a whole fridge of dairy. I bet like that
Yeah,
we, like,
that's what
we,
you got.
I bet we connect,
God.
and then I find out that he's like,
Wow, his hair is so thick. It's all that calcium from the milk.
he's like actually like in the dairy business. That'd be my dream.
A dairyman. You need a farmer.
I would love.
I love a dairyman.
Yeah, hook me up.
All right, what's your wall?
My wall is that it's about to be my birthday.
Wait, wall? Why is
I
that your wall? It should be a
know.
window.
I know, but once you get past like 35, it stops. At least for me, every year is like, oh, I'm actually for the first time not excited about getting
Oh.
older. But I have a lot of like, there's a lot of tension for me because I have always known that I want to have a family. And it's not even like I have this impulse like I want to have kids immediately, but it's more just like, well, like biologically I have to, like I'm
Right.
like as tail as old as time. I am running out of time, and my uterus is gonna fall out,
It's not gonna fall out.
and it could fall out like any day. So I have
catch
to. Oh, you're gonna
Like,
pop it
I'll go,
back
"Oh,
in.
Got it.
Bloop.
Good baseball glove. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, so it just makes me a little stressed because if I had my druthers, like all these men my age who aren't like looking to settle down or anything, I would also love to just like
All the
keep
men your age are
having-
on Hinge.
well, my age or younger. I would love to just keep playing around and having fun because I enjoy my life where it is right now. It's just this one thing that I'm like, I actually have to do this, or it's not going to happen, and I
Right.
would be devastated if it didn't happen. So that really stresses me out. It's like having this the push and pull of like, well, I don't need or necessarily want this thing right now, but I do need it to
Right,
happen.
just like time wise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're so stunningly gorgeous. Like, it's gonna happen, and so funny and charming. Like, I'm not worried, but I understand.
I don't think that bites you.
I mean, it's 2025. Like
Yeah.
we have science on our side.
Yeah. Do you think I should baby chop somebody?
Yeah, and then we can talk about it on the pod. That'd be great pod content. So yes, I do. What would you do? How would you baby trap someone? Poke
Yeah.
holes?
Yeah, I probably classico, like holes
Get them drunk?
in the birth control pill.
Yeah, and then be like, babe, I'm on the pill.
I'm on the
Like I
pill.
said, go ahead, and then give them shots, and then like classic crimes. Well, we did that recently at a party where everyone was taking shots, and I poured it in the plant. 'Cause I wanted to
yeah.
be sharp
Oh yeah, we thought we were real clever.
Like, we were, because everyone's getting hammered, and we were like, we knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't do shots anyway. Not anymore.
Not anymore. Not since
Not
3 days
since-
ago.
I wasn't taking shots that night. I was just being reckless. But hey, what can you say?
Yeah. So my wall's I'm gonna probably die alone.
That
without
is
a-
not
without a
gonna happen.
Family.
You are the farthest person from dying alone. You are absolutely going to find. I know that for certain. I looked into my orb earlier, and
Oh, you were looking into your orb.
yeah, I was like deep into my orb, and I was like, I see it. That family's coming for Devon.
Was it the hot neighbor with the fridge full of dairy?
I couldn't see because it was like it was
'cause it was so clouded with all the
blurry
milk?
because yeah, the milk. Yeah, the milk really clouded the orb, but I did see a beautiful man, very handsome man.
Well, if you're out there and you're working on a dairy farm
love
and you're looking
milk.
for a girl who's trying to have like just a light like 3 to 4 kid situation in the next like
Yeah.
6 months.
If you have a cow laying around,
If you have a
like,
cow,
hit my girl's line.
yeah.
Yeah. My wall is that I don't know what I'm gonna be for Halloween.
Mine's like existential and like, terrifying.
What are we gonna dress
What's
as?
my costume?
Oh no, because I always struggle with this. I want to be something funny, but then I know that if I'm not hot on Halloween, I'll be pissed.
Yeah, that's in general your internal battle because the clown is always waging battle against the beautiful like presentation that you
Thank you.
have.
Thank you.
Um,
It's been a struggle my whole life because I
Right.
think I was full clown in my youth, and then something changed, and then I was like, wait, this is better, but I missed the clown, and I toed the line. But I really want to be like a full wizard, like with like beard, hat, robe.
I know, which is actually a step up because if you guys listened to last week's episode, you were all upset that you'll never get to be a wizard's apprentice. And I
Now-
like that you're stepping into your power and saying, you know what, not only do I not even care about not getting to be apprentice, like I'm gonna be the wizard.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be the wizard
I'll
that
be the
I wish
wizard.
I could. Yeah,
I'm not the apprentice. Like
Right.
I'm the wizard. Maybe
Right.
I'll get an apprentice.
I think it's beautiful.
Thanks.
But I agree, you're gonna have this conflict if the moment that you step out of the house in that full wizard garb, which you have sent me a picture of, full robe, beard, hat, you would literally just see her eyes, and that's the
Yeah.
only part of Elle that would be Elle.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna be
like-
so upset the moment that you step
I'll see,
out
like,
and there's
cute
all these like
guys.
cute girls in costumes.
be
You're like,
I'm like, fuck me, right? Like I'm just
Right.
a dumb wizard. So I don't know. I did post about it, and people were saying like wear lingerie underneath, but it's like I don't know. That kind of defeats the purpose. So
right, you gotta go all in if you're gonna.
I know. So I don't know.
Plus,
I
there's
might.
a lot of like dignity to that career of being a wizard, and you wouldn't want to.
I want.
defeat
Oh,
d-
exactly. No, because I don't want to like disrespect wizards.
the history.
Yeah.
right,
No, I
right.
can't be like a joke. I can't make it. This isn't a joke.
Absolutely.
You know. So yeah, I don't know. I think I might just have to find something else and maybe just be something hot, and then we'll see.
A wizard slut.
Yeah, I'm a wizard slut. I'm a witch. No, I can't be a witch. Like that's
Oh,
it's either a wizard
no.
or nothing.
Yeah,
So
I think you're gonna lock in. You're usually good at towing the line. Sexy, funny. So
Yeah.
the
Well-
wizard was just funny.
exactly. Well, last year I went viral for the first time for my Halloween costume, so I think I have a lot weighing on my shoulders. I'm like,
Oh, I didn't know that. Was that the trench coat?
it was the trench coat.
That's
I
pretty funny.
went for Halloween. I went as sexy. Do you want to buy a watch guy? So I opened my trench coat and I had a bunch of watches sewn in. I said, do you want to buy a watch? But I was wearing lingerie. I got like 6 million views.
Oh, well, that'll do it.
You know, sex sells. But I don't know. So I got to top that. I don't know. We'll see. I'll figure something out.
We're gonna figure it out. If you'd
Mhm.
like to weigh in the in the comments.
Fiona, what should I be for Halloween?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
it's my wall.
well. Just as important as the wall that I shared, and I hope that you figure it out.
Same level, same
Same
amount of
level
importance,
of urgency
Yeah.
and gravity.
I love when that happens with our walls, where it's like one is serious, and one is nonsense.
You're like the dress that I ordered is taking forever to get here.
Yeah, revolve, tap in while you're on pre-order. Yeah, I want to have a family.
It's just tough out there. Like
I know. Well, I'm also trying to. I have 2 tickets to horror nights, and so I re-downloaded Hinge to try and find a gentleman to go with me because I think it'd be fun to like go with like a guy I don't know and like a stranger. It'd be a fun first date that isn't just a drink.
I think you're like. It's funny that you're kind of Willy Wonka's golden ticketing it. You're like, I'm gonna go on a ticket.
No,
Who's
exactly.
gonna- Who's gonna
He
get my
wants
date?
to go.
It's like
yeah.
it's so funny and silly because you
Like I could go with a friend, but
You could go with a friend. You also have like guys hitting on you all the time, left and right. But you're like, no, I'm gonna search for the right candidate.
that's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, I could call up anyone right now, but it's like, no, I want
Yeah.
to find the right one.
Yeah.
A stranger. I think I want it to be a stranger. Like I want something new.
Right. Well, as we discussed with Caitlin, it's a bizarre strategy that neither of us back, and it's gonna be good fodder for the pod because you're gonna come back with the story and be like, "Why did I do that?" And we're gonna be like, "Yeah,
You're
this is dumb as
right.
shit."
I'll get to talk about my date at the Horror Nights. It's very like teenager date too. Like that's not something that adults should be doing.
Yeah, it's funny because you asked some like guy friends of ours, like some platonic guy friends, if they would want to go, and the one was like, "I would love to, except I don't want to do that."
I know. I'm like,
He was
okay.
like, "Everything about that sounds great except for doing it."
Hanging out sounds fun,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Horror Nights, no
He was
thanks.
really not sold on that.
Okay.
I've
well,
never heard of it. I don't know.
It's just like haunted houses at Universal Studios.
Okay.
It's fun. I mean, it's very like something I did in like high school, but you know, it's
All
still
of those glory days.
takes me back.
Yeah.
So
Would you wear a costume there?
no, I just wear something like all black. Just
Okay.
Halloween adjacent.
Because you could get the wizard out of your system there. You find those-
Imagine going on a first date with someone you've never met and they're taking you someplace crazy and they show up in a girl
Yeah.
shows up as a wizard.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
It's very like Lindsay Lohan from Mean Girls.
absolutely. I'm like, what? I'm just like so quirky. Should I do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good test.
Okay, I'll do that.
Are you in it for
Well-
this is like Love is Blind.
One time I went on a first date with a guy in a full suit and he told me on the date that he hated that I was wearing a suit. I just thought it would be like so cool. I'd be like, he's gonna think I'm so cool that I'm wearing a suit.
Oh my god.
I hated it. And I have not done that since.
How did he disclose that? That's very
He just said, he was like halfway through the date, he was like, yeah, I hate that you're wearing a suit. And I was like, okay, I thought like I just was taking like a fun little risk. And
yeah.
he was like, I mean, now it's like fine, but he's like, when I first saw you, I was like, no. And I was like, great, that's what you want to hear on a first date.
Yeah, it was like it just speaks his mind. Like all-
Yeah. So I have not done that since I learned my lesson.
I was curious. We did a lot of dating stories with Caitlin, and I wanted to hear more of yours, and I wanted to tell you some of mine. I went once on a date with a guy who's like, this was like back in Tinder days, so in like my 20s,
Yeah.
and his profile was just a picture of him with a bag over his head. So I didn't know what
Why?
he looked like.
Wait, why would you go on a guy with not what?
Because I think like I'm such a like I live in fantasy world, and in my head I was like, well, he must have the bag over his head because he's so hot. He's so-
Okay. Not what I would think. I'd be like, he is trapping me. Okay,
it was like paper grocery bag with the eyes cut out, and I was like, I can tell that there's something under there.
babe. Okay, and
Oh, he was not a looker. He was
what about a bag over his head? You know, famously, beautiful people cover their faces because he's just like, I just want her to get to know me for me.
I know.
Everyone just wants to fuck me
I
all the time.
know. It was so crazy how certain I was that I was like, I bet he's really handsome.
He was
under that
probably
bag.
like, hot dog. Finally, I got a hot girl. For like,
He's like, how did that work?
I know. Oh my god, this is like those YouTubers that like cover their faces.
No, it was like not only was he just like not my type, like not unattractive, but like
Yeah.
more offensive than that. He was like ginger and like just like I would have never like absolutely like not my thing.
Oh, sorry to gingers out there.
I'm
Catching
not- I'm
strays.
not.
Not your thing.
Fix yourself.
Yeah, fix yourself, something you're born with. Oh my god, I would never. Well, like there happen times where guys just seems like out of his mind on his app, and I'm like, you know, what's going on over there?
Yeah. Have you had any good ones?
From an app. Well, one time I went on a date with this guy that like I think he has probably R-worded women before because like he kept trying to like.
I thought you were saying retarded.
Yeah, he's done that. He like anyway. I was gonna say like, so like we get to the date and like immediately like you know when you meet someone and their vibe is just so rancid. It wasn't. It was just something about him. I was just like, whoa, this guy's weird. And then we go and walk to get alcohol and we're like drinking. And 5 minutes in, he says, "Can I kiss you?" No.
What the heck?
And then we're drinking and he says, "Oh, well, I thought we were getting fucked up tonight." When? Who said that? And then he just kept trying to kiss me 2 more times. And it's like, I said no. And he was just really weird and Yeah, and luckily my roommate was there, so nothing happened. This
You
was
brought your roommate on the date?
well, no, this was a pandemic date.
What?
This was a
This
pandemic
is
date.
like in a movie where you zoom out and the roommate.
Yeah, she's right there. But this was a pandemic date, so he just came over. Which don't have a strange man come to your house. Lesson
Yeah.
1. But yeah, she wasn't there. I'm like, something bad might have happened. Yeah.
Yeah, I
you gotta
don't love
be-
that.
Gotta be careful on these apps.
Great. Well,
Yeah. Be careful because it can be scary. I don't know. I would love to find someone in person, ideally, I think.
of course.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm just on the app right now trying to give away this golden ticket. So we'll
That's
see.
right.
I'm probably just gonna go with a friend, honestly.
One lucky man.
Yeah. I should add that to my bio. I haven't. Got a sweet deal for you. I know everyone loves horror nights. So
Well, should I close out?
yeah.
We have business to do. You have to.
I've got some swiping to do. So
Well,
anyway.
I still have the giggles because I'm thinking of a man R-wording a girl and he's just going retarded on her.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. It's going full retarded on a girl. That's what I meant.
I mean, we've all been there.
Well, oh my God, have I been there? I used to date a lot of comedians. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, we're out there.
Yeah.
Anything you want to plug?
Neighbor, if you're listening.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, hey, if anyone wants to go to horror nights with me, I have an extra ticket.
Yeah, we made that really clear.
Yeah. If anyone sees me posting about horror nights, you'll know that something went down.
Okay, sick. Let's
Okay.
end the
All right.
episode.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming to the after party.
Bye. Party on.
Party on.